but for the most part, if you just drink straight rainwater and you're drinking it, if you just sit a cup out that you know is clean and have the rainwater come in, then it'd be perfectly clean water to drink. The issue comes is as soon as it hits the surface, it can get introduced to bacteria. It can get introduced to like toxins on the surface, which is why most people got a shingle roof. You can't catch rainwater off of that because all the chemicals in the shingles. So like the water is clean, but once it hits the shingles, is all that's gonna rub off. So you need like a metal roof that's where the water's just gonna slide down and come out. Right? Today we're just gonna use a simple tarp, but this is not the typical tarp because it's BPA free. It's like a higher grade tarp that's like doesn't have all those toxic chemicals that have come off of it. So like it comes down. Once it hits the surface, though, there's bacteria because birds are gonna poop on the tarp. Squirrel might try to run across the tarp. So it's not gonna be like pristine. So you still need it to come down and go through another filtering process, but the filtering you need is way less than you would need getting this groundwater out of the ground that's already contaminated. It's because the water started off clean from the sky. It got a little bit of stuff on it on its way into the barrel. So you just filter that stuff out, and you got pristine drinking water. There's a lot of villages around the world who like have a similar kind of system where they pump from a well and they just have it go through a couple barrels and using like charcoal to like filter it. And once it comes out, they whole village lives off of that system. And all it's doing is mimicking what nature does with mountain springs and stuff like that. The water seeps into the surface, goes through all the layers of rock, and it comes out the spring, and it's like clean water. It's the same thing we're doing here. It's, doing what nature does. What nature taught us to do.
Yeah, I would never thought that at all. And I always thought rainwater was dirty.
Get on these, or we got more? That's it.
We're gonna put something on the other end of those. So lay those two down.